Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to this special training that I'm doing for um, my good friend Jim McCune. And yeah, hey Ken, I just want to let you know that I was going to unmute you and Jim if you wanted to.
Oh, no problem. I don't have, I'm not gonna say too much to take it away from you, but, I always put myself on, mute, when you're on or whatever. I've been answering people's questions all day, getting them on and everything, so, I'm looking forward to it, as you know.
Well, I got to tell you, you showed me those, you know me, okay? That when you showed me that Grow app
Yes,
and I started playing around with the Patriot Club shopping club too.
good, good.
So I kind of loaded everything up here, but a lot of people are gonna, well, you'll see.
I'm sure it's gonna be great. I'm not, and yeah, I do know you, and when you start seeing it, we have these new tools that I thought you would salivate over.
Oh, listen, I wish, probably what I need to do is get in there and because you got to be a member to to do it. But from what I saw, it's fabulous. I mean, your people are going to go crazy with this.
Well, if you need anybody to enroll you temporarily, Lauren, I'm glad to enroll you temporarily, okay?
Sounds like a plan. All right, I'll see you on the thing.
Bye.
Hello, my friends. While we're waiting for some folks to get here, I'm going to put in the chat a link to connect with me on LinkedIn. Now, if you're not on LinkedIn yet, you don't want to waste any time because what I'm going to show you tonight may prevent some of you from sleeping. And I'm not kidding. Are many of you using LinkedIn already? Let me see. Rebecca's raising her hand. And Rebecca, I unmuted you. And I think Brian, and I tell you what, most people don't realize that they're invisible on LinkedIn. Actually, most people don't realize they're invisible on Facebook too, because you need to adjust your settings. So what I'm going to do, if we have time, I'll try looking some of you up. It's on LinkedIn, and here's Jim. Let me, and here's Ken.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks, Max. Thank you.
You're welcome. As I think some people heard me on the phone, but
Yes.
I have to tell you, that Grow app that I saw, I couldn't get in it, but I have a pretty good idea what it is.
Well, we're going to get you in it. Don't worry about that. I made a note about it.
And as far as the Patriot Shopping Club, I'm going to give everybody some things that they can do with that. Because at the end of the day, it's all about conversation and who you're talking to. And I expanded what I normally talk about to include how everybody's going to be able to use the Grow app and Patriot Shopping Club. Two, terrific tools. Now I'm recording this, so you'll be able to archive it someplace and play it again. And like I said, I'm just LinkedIn has made so many changes that it's going to be an unbelievable tool for everybody to build a business. And for those of you that have been on LinkedIn for any length of time, then I'm going to show you some things that will enable you to resurrect some conversations that you're having. So, I got a lot to say, but Jim, Ken, if you want to say anything.
Well, briefly, well, Jim can, as I said, it sets up. I want everybody to pay attention. I know we got somebody talking in the background, so I don't know who that might be, but at any rate, this is important for folks. And I know all day, I know some people are having a little trouble figuring out how they hadn't done Zoom in the past or whatever, and so hopefully we're getting hooked up. And this will be a start for what Max has already promised to do a couple more of these, and he's recording this one, so you're going to have it. He'll give you those details. Those that are at the Melaleuca convention saw kind of for the first time. We've seen a little bit trend in the last couple of years, but you saw that Melaleuca is fully committed to people using social media, and LinkedIn probably being the best in various ways. And we don't have to be like some of the women of stuff that come in who live on it and take videos and show pictures of their family and their vacation and stuff. LinkedIn's more professional, and the people are there already be able to do it. And Max is going to share that with you now, and the simplicity of it. And he's even going to take questions at the end. You have the chat bar now, but you're going to take questions at the end. He asked me that the other day. I'm just going my notes that he and I talked about again yesterday. And of course, he's already mentioned talking about integrating with Grow app and the Patriot Shopping Club. I introduced him to Grow app just yesterday for the first time. I know he's probably been lapping it up. But I do want to remind those that are in the Partner Up Challenge Fast Track or whatever. Remember, we've got double points through tomorrow for enrollments and orders. And there's some people we're working with already. They're getting it done. I know Rick Vance is really on top of it, but several others too. So this today might not solve that by tomorrow night, but it might be. And some of you people that already are talking to folks or have people on your list already that Max has alluded to in resurrecting is a word he used, what you have, and it certainly can lead to enrollment easily in an order after that. So double points. Other than that, Jim may have something to share, because Jim, you've known Max for a very long period of time. I've known Max a good deal now, but not as long as you have. And you go back to when you were new with Melaleuca, I think, or certainly a new executive director, and you met Max. So I'll let you share what you want to with that, and then we'll let Max get started.
Yeah, I met my friend Max gosh, it's probably been 25 years ago, maybe a little bit longer, in Lexington, Kentucky. And I was just talking to one of my folks that I met at the same time at that seminar in Kentucky, and I enrolled her into Melaleuca, and she's been a customer with me all that time. But Max is the very best trainer that anybody will ever find on social media, and I really appreciate him taking the time to be on here with us and videoing this so that it'll be available for other folks that maybe couldn't get on or the timing wasn't right. But anyway, great to talk to you, Max. Thanks for being on.
You're welcome, Jim. And you know,
One more brief thing, if you don't mind, Max. Is two quick things. I'm sorry. With the things that you're doing now and have been successful with, this goes with it. Now, in some cases, some people may replace everything they're doing with this, but for the most part, it's meant to leverage your time, create more opportunities, do what you do now. It's just an electronic version of doing what you're doing now. You're just walking and talking, as Jim calls it, in a different way. So keep that in mind. This is to enhance and grow your business. And then second of all, Max will probably tell you later, but I want to say it in case he didn't, because he's probably humble about it, is you will probably see some programs and things that he has an offering for folks to be able to take. I've taken them. Jim's taken them. I have many people in business who have and have had success with them. So don't be surprised if you get some things in the future here from him about offers for training and the boot camps he does, which is just phenomenal. And they're dirt cheap for what you get. And then he records those and gives them to you as a memory class also. So I just want to share those two things, Max, and then I'm going to shut up and it's all you.
Ken, before we start, what was it that you said? There's something going on that they have, 24 hours to take advantage of?
Well, we have this Partner Up Challenge. You know, the fast tracks Melka does. Right. This one's quite a fancy trip to Las Vegas, along with growing our business. And so Melka does these flash promos where they double the points. We get points for enrollment and becoming new directors or having new directors. And so instead of getting 1 point for enrollment, they give them 2. And since it only takes 11 points to qualify for the basics of this, plus up to 17 for all the other stuff they add on top of it, a couple enrollments today and tomorrow is 4 points by itself. Well, that's that's more than a third of what they need. So that's why it's a big deal and why I mentioned it. So that they just came out this morning, and so sometimes people don't know, and I have to keep reminding them, including my text. So that's what it's relating to, Max.
I'm okay, good, because I want to keep that in mind as we're going through this material, because there's some things that you all can be doing that will produce immediate opportunities for you to talk to people, and that's what it's all about. So some of the strategies that I'm going to share with you, if you're on LinkedIn, you could put them to use right away. And some of the things I'm going to be talking about, if you're on Facebook, you can also immediately apply some of these things and, create some business for yourselves. I'm going to share some stories of some of my students that are in Melaleuca, and I don't share these with you to impress you. I share them to impress upon you what you can be doing, what members of your team can be doing. So I got a lot. I went a little overboard with this. So well, let's kind of jump into it. Now, first and foremost, let me just say that LinkedIn, Facebook, all of the social networks are continuously changing. In my monthly boot camps, we're not surprised to see features that we were relying on stop working, they no longer exist, and they add other ones. So tonight, we're going to be talking about the newest ways to prospect and enroll leaders into Melaleuca, specifically on LinkedIn. A couple of things I'm going to share with you, especially with this contest, that you can apply on Facebook. Now, LinkedIn boasts an impressive 1,060 million professional members, and they welcome over 10 million new members every month. And there's a reason that everybody's jumping on LinkedIn. Tonight, I'm going to help you discover how to identify ideal prospects for your business and effectively onboard them in an hour a day. Nobody says you have to stop after now. Now, there are three challenges facing everyone in Melaleuca. One, how can you cost effectively generate high quality leads of qualified prospects who are truly interested in a home business opportunity? Two, how can I quickly connect with them through social media? And three, how can I build a personal relationship with them so they get involved in my business? Now, I've solved all three of these challenges. Tonight, I'm going to share them all with you. And let me just say this, the longer you're not taking action, the more money you're losing. Now, whether you apply any of the things that I share with you tonight or not, the bottom line is you can be talking to people every single day. Every day. And that's what we're going to show you how to do because it's easy. Now, for years, Facebook and LinkedIn have helped everyone break through and overcome the greatest obstacle facing every network marketer: not having qualified prospects to talk to. Today, LinkedIn is 100 times better than Facebook to build your business. So, why should you listen to me? In the 90s, I cracked the code to America Online and harnessed its texting feature to create a simple formula with scripts that skyrocketed my network marketing business, attracting thousands of like-minded individuals in 18 months. I went from 400 people to 7,000. And then the company was sold out from under us. Over the years, I've shared this formula with hundreds of thousands of network marketers around the world, empowering them to train and influence millions of people. This formula has been a game changer, spawning 2 generations of online 6, 7, and 8-figure earners. It has revolutionized the network marketing industry, transforming it from a traditional face-to-face business into a powerful virtual enterprise. My scripts have acted like a form of artificial intelligence, providing top earners and newcomers alike with proven methods to close more sales. Now, LinkedIn has incorporated all kinds of artificial intelligence features, and they're terrible. I'm going to demonstrate some of them tonight. And in July, I'm going to be introducing, and I'm really excited about this, my own form of chat bot. We'll talk about that tonight too. Ron Federico is an executive director in Melaleuca today. He started working with me, and not only did he use the strategies and scripts to rise to executive director, but it works for everybody on his team. Sheila sent me this. Boy, you weren't kidding when you said what we write shakes the tree. After yesterday's 4 o'clock webinar, I made a post on LinkedIn. Within 5 minutes, a woman sent me her phone number. I just finished signing her up with one of the bigger packages. Bada bing, bada boom. What I'm going to share with you will get you fast results. That's why, you know, some of you, there's still time. There's still time. People started calling this the Max method years ago, and they now call me the father of social networking. Now, I've made millions teaching network marketers how to turn their social media profiles into broadcasting platforms that reach millions and generate substantial income. Dana Barish started working with when there was still a MySpace. And in 3 years, she became the top earner in the business. She was making over $100,000 a month. My track record of developing high-income earners in network marketing through social media is legendary in many circles. And there will be people in a company that I'm working with that have no idea who I am because the leaders want to keep my training, it's their secret weapon. My mission is to help everyone with the desire to succeed in Melaleuca to leverage the power of social networks and achieve unprecedented success. Are you ready to unlock your potential and transform your future? Let's do it together. No one out there is as up to date on Facebook and LinkedIn, and I'm not saying this to blow my own horn. Every month, we do boot camps. I'm logged into LinkedIn and Facebook we're spending more time on LinkedIn than Facebook because LinkedIn is better. So between the people that we work with in our boot camps and the people that I work with one-on-one in my coaching program, I'm in the trenches with all of you. I see what's going on. Ann Barante had been a scientist for 33 years. She hated her job. Hated her job. 4 months after we started working together, she was able to quit her job. She doubled her business in 1 year. Today, she's in the top 10% of the business. Now, LinkedIn is going to become your favorite social network, whether you're just getting here or whether you've been here for a long time and you haven't been able to figure out how to use it. I'm promising you, it's going to be number one. Now, let me just say this. Leads are free. They're free on Facebook. They're free on LinkedIn. So stop spending money. You don't have to buy leads. You don't have to advertise. You don't need capture pages. You don't need funnels. You don't need marketing systems. Hey, you've got the Grow app. You've got some great strategies made available to you by the company. And you know, it's funny because for years, Melaleuca was not a social media friendly company. And I worked with leaders in the company for years. And we used to joke about it. So when the company calls you up to congratulate you, just don't tell them you're doing it on Facebook. Okay. But the bottom line is, it was a natural evolution. And I got to tell you, I mean, from what I could see with this Grow app, and I've heard about the Patriot Shopping Club now for maybe 6 or 7 months, because a number of my boot camp participants are using it. Bottom line is save your money. Save your money. Leads are free. On LinkedIn, today you have 1,060 million professional users. On Facebook, you got 3 billion users. And everybody on either social network falls into a category. And for years, I've used the bowl of candy. Each colored candy represents a different type of a person. And it's easy to connect with people that you know in advance you'd enjoy working with. Not only that, but you enjoy working together. And both LinkedIn and Facebook allow you to communicate. There was a time when on LinkedIn you had to be directly connected to someone to communicate, but that's changed. In 2016, Microsoft bought LinkedIn, and they've converted it to Facebook for Professionals. All you need is an effective LinkedIn profile, and it's right there. In fact, Craig is building a Melaleuca business, and with some of the changes we're going to talk about, he could not believe the results that he had almost right out of the box.
Craig, is that you?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Would you share with everybody what happened?
Well, yes, to be honest, I really thought that this was just a lot of hype. I really did, but I said, well, I'll go ahead and try it anyway. So you got my Facebook profile cover and changed my picture, took some things off, and to my surprise, I got immediately after that 6 friend requests from qualified prospects. It was really amazing, professional people. Got one request from the vice president of the Yamaha Corporation I used to work with, and it was amazing on that. I got many new people and old people commenting on my new profile page, and I'd never had that before. They liked the profile page. I got 2 people asking me to join my internet business. It was absolutely crazy. They just sent a message and said, Craig, can I join your internet business? The reason why they never knew I had an internet business. You know, I said that I was a music education director and, you know, I was a wellness educator and that's it. And then when you went in and changed my header in LinkedIn and changed my intro in Facebook, then it just blew up like crazy. Now, I do have now 4,400 people, and it's just going like crazy. And I love it when I never had people to just come in and ask, may I join your internet business? And I never talked to them before about it, but because my Facebook profile page said that, then whenever they clicked, my introduction or my header showed every time. And one guy said, well, I'm so happy to see all the things that you do. So on all my things that are listed on my header and in my intro, I'm getting responses on all of those. It's just amazing. I never knew something like that would even exist.
So some of the things I'm going to share with you tonight can have immediate results.
Craig,
And all you need is a Facebook profile, a LinkedIn profile. All you need is the LinkedIn phone app, the Facebook phone app, and 1 or 2 hours a day. And you could be connecting with customers, or you could be connecting with people that are looking for a business opportunity. My scripts are designed to go after business builders. Now, social networks are a great source of free leads. Some are better than others. The two biggest social networks are Facebook and LinkedIn. Now, you're going to hear people raving about Instagram or Pinterest or YouTube. And people are having a lot of success on those. I don't want to diminish the effectiveness of those. But Facebook and LinkedIn give you, above everything else, the most access to the most people. And when we compare the two, because Facebook was originally set up as a repository for resumes. So when you look at their profile, you're looking at their work history. So there are 3 things that make a social network great. First, the profiles. The profiles of each user contains more than enough information about someone to help you identify a perfect prospect for your business before you even contact them. LinkedIn and Facebook give you the most information. LinkedIn profiles provide the kind of information you really want. And LinkedIn is hot. There's a reason why 10 million professionals are jumping over there every month. LinkedIn is adding new features as well. Second, a texting feature that enables you to communicate directly and privately with other network users and engage them in conversations that will result in enrolling new business builders. Texting features have helpful tools attached to them that let you share images, files, GIFs, and a wide assortment of emojis. LinkedIn's texting feature enables you to start an instant meeting or a Zoom session with a serious prospect. Third, a searching feature that enables you to filter through the entire network population using keyword and advanced keyword searches to prospect and recruit perfect cream of the crop prospects for your business according to your desired demographics. LinkedIn, as I said, is hot. And they have the best searching features. We're going to really dive into this tonight. LinkedIn and Facebook have all 3 of these features, and they're the best social networks to build your business on because they provide you with the easiest direct access to the most people. But today, LinkedIn is 100 times better than Facebook. Now, everyone on LinkedIn created their profile for a reason. Their photo and cover, plus the information provided about themselves and their visible daily activity, makes it easy to pick the best prospects for your business. Prospects who would be interested in your business and eager to talk about it. So, In that bowl of candy, the green M&Ms represent business builders, people that want to make extra or full-time income from home. The orange M&Ms represent recession victims, people that are looking for a way to make money and survive financially because they lost their jobs. Then we have the unhappy network marketer, seriously looking for another company, the yellows. The blue M&Ms are active network marketers open to looking at your business. And we have customers, people who would eagerly buy your products and could become business builders later. Now, I can tell you here in this setting, you guys have got the best deal in town. All right? I mean, I'm working right now with 80 companies. 80 companies. And you got the best deal. It doesn't cost a lot of money to get in. People buy products that they're already using. It's not like they have to invest in an inventory of something that's new to them. And you got a great commission structure. Now, when you're reaching out to connect with people, we have to make sure that we're reaching out to active people. A lot of people created their profiles 8 or 9 years ago, haven't been back in 4 or 5 years. So reaching out to people that are not active, number one, doesn't do you any good. Number two, a lot of operators are creating robots that are just going in and just artificially, automatically reaching out to connect with people. And the people that are doing that, these robots are connecting with people that haven't been active. And if you reach out to too many people that are not active, LinkedIn's going to assume you're a robot and they will shut you down. LinkedIn makes it easy to find the people that are active. Number one, they're now letting people put an open to work frame around their picture. Initially, it was for people that were looking for jobs. And then a lot of the LinkedIn members figured out, hey, if I'm a personal trainer and I'm looking for business, then that open to work frame would work for me too. Hey, I'm a personal trainer, I'm open to work. You need a personal trainer. But it doesn't take more than 2 or 3 back and forth messages to pick out the people that you want to continue to talk to. And for years, I've used that analogy of reaching into a bowl of candy and pulling out the green M&Ms. If you know in advance by the contents and visible daily activity on someone's profile that they could be a perfect prospect for what you're selling, and you qualify them during a casual conversation, you're going to sell to more people and build your business faster. So last summer, when we were trying to decide who we want to talk to, the only way that you could tell if people were active was on their profile. You could see if they posted anything. Now, there was a time when you had to be a direct connection with people to see their activity. Not anymore. LinkedIn has opened up the door. And in the third quarter, in September and October last year, they opened this up. Now, you can look at somebody's profile. You can see what they commented on. You can see you can see everything they're doing. They have made it easier to talk to people, to pick the people that you want to talk to. Today, the fastest growing top earners in your business will tell you that they owe their success to my simple 4-step formula and scripts. They teach them to everyone that comes into their business, and as a result, they've got the fastest growing teams of excited distributors in their company. The simplicity and ease of teaching this to everyone that comes into their business ensures immediate duplication that drives excitement, motivation, and rapid rank advancement deeper into their organization. Everyone follows the formula and scripts because they enable them to enroll new distributors and customers into their business in less than an hour or 2 a day in 4 simple steps. First, you create a free LinkedIn and a Facebook profile. If you've already got one, you don't have to make a new one. Work with the one you have. Then instantly connect with perfect prospects. Now, for those of you that are already on Facebook, for those of you that are already on LinkedIn, and you're already connected to people, we're going to show you how to resurrect some conversations. Instead of chasing people we do a few simple things, and they start to chase you. Communicate with them. Talk to people. You've got access to so many people to talk to. You really want to qualify these people as quickly as you can. And then close the sale in less than an hour a day. Last month in our boot camp, perfect example. Somebody reached out and connected to somebody in November. And the person, first 5 minutes of the conversation said, oh, you know, network marketing, I've been there, done that, tried it 5 times, never do it again. 8 months later, they signed up in the business. But when we go back and we looked at the amount of time texting back and forth over 8 months, 15 minutes of time. You build rapport, you build relationships by posting. Then you bring somebody into your business, you teach the steps and become a top earner. You can actually help somebody almost immediately engage the people that they're already connected to. When you follow these 4 steps to the letter, they'll produce great results for you and everyone on your team, no matter what you're selling. At this very moment, you can connect with people that you already know, who are perfect prospects for your business, or connect with complete strangers that you want to know, who are looking for a way to make full-time or part-time income from home. These 4 steps are simple to follow and easy to teach, and they can be immediately duplicated by everyone that you bring into your business. So here's what I'm going to suggest you do. Change your picture on Facebook, okay? Change your picture. And you're going to be amazed at how many people that you're connected to are going to react to it, which opens up the opportunity for you to engage some of these people in a conversation. Once you master the formula and scripts, you can immediately help your new recruits use them to bring people into their business, and your business grows too. When you help your new recruits become successful quickly, they will stay in business with you. They'll eagerly duplicate your actions to become leaders and top earners, and they'll eagerly search for people to join your business and teach them how to duplicate what you've taught them. Remember, it's not what works, it's what duplicates. Bring somebody into your business on Monday. By Wednesday, they're bringing in people they know. And by Friday, those people are bringing in people they know. Now, not only does it work and does it duplicate, you want to connect with professionals who have large circles of influence, and the whole process duplicates faster. Now, LinkedIn is no longer a secret. Millions of professionals are rushing to join for the easy direct access to other members. The marketing activity of many of them have forced LinkedIn to make significant changes to the way you connect and communicate with others. LinkedIn makes it easier to find the best people that would be successful in your business, connect with them, show them what you have to offer, and enroll them. Many people are joining LinkedIn to find a way to make extra full-time income and to work from home. And you got the opportunity that provides a solution for them. Now, the fast way to grow your business is to find and enroll the professionals that want to make money from home, start their own business. Many want to begin new careers, and others are open to work and want to generate full-time or part-time income remotely. They're as easy to connect with as pulling a green M&M from a candy bowl. How many times can you reach into that bowl? As many times a day as you want. A faster way to build your business would be to find and enroll people with network marketing experience. Enrolling either network marketers from other companies who would like to find a new company or people with prior experience would make your business grow faster. And again, it's as easy as pulling blue M&Ms from a bowl of candy when you know where to find them and how to approach them. And the fastest way to grow your business is to find and enroll unhappy network marketers looking for a new company with teams. The bigger the team, the better. It can be as simple as pulling a yellow M&M from a candy ball when you know where to find them, how to make the connections, and what to say to them. And let me just say, anybody at any level of experience can recruit an unhappy network marketer from another company. You're not going to be able to do it by yourself. Unfortunately, between Jim and Ken, You find these unhappy networkers, hook them up with Jim and Ken, let them do the rest. Now, posting is going to play a significant role in everything that you do. Every day, we want to be posting 2 or 3 things. And what those things do is they generate credibility for you. You've heard the expression influencer, social influencer. Well, Bruce Lee's quote, "I fear not the man who practiced 10,000 kicks once. I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times." The good news is you don't have to practice this 10,000 times. My 4-step formula and scripts have been behind the success of top earning affiliate network marketing leaders for over 25 years. Create that page, put yourself out there, and then it's about connecting with people. Now, I'm going to show you how you can reconnect with people. And about the beginning of the year, I introduced new scripts, and we're coming out with an entirely new Chat GPT program that is specifically designed with proven scripts to help you build your business. Once you're connected, it's all about communicating. Talk to people. Again, we don't have to chase people. I've got scripts that will help you qualify people, and then finally you close them. Follow the scripts. And this works like a charm. Effective engagement with your prospects is the key. These 4 steps are your one-kick system to building the business of your dreams. Now, before we talk about invisibility, let me come over here on LinkedIn. Okay. So this little search window up here is going to be your window to the world. So from here, you can search. Show me all of the people in sales on LinkedIn. You click on people. 57,600,000 people. And you can filter this down by location, by state, by city, by country. Teachers. You got 22,700,000 teachers. Now, I'm sure all of you know Jim's story. He was a school principal, and he got into Amway, and he was on his way up. I think he was in Enroll, and he lost one of his diamonds because Amway has a breakaway compensation plan. A lot of people get into a network marketing company, they don't understand the compensation plan. But as soon as you lose a huge organization because they break away. So Jim left, moved over to Melaleuca, and today he's one of the reasons why he's successful as he is because he's been leveraging his experience, and he's brought a whole bunch of Amway people into his business. Any one of you could do it too. Okay? Any one of you could do it. Let me come over here. School principals. Whoops, gotta spell it right. You got school principals, you got 292,000 school principals. Not all of them are prospects. But we could come up here. We could come up here People looking for an opportunity on LinkedIn. 1,510,000 people. There's a Melaleuca rep who enrolled 13 people over 10 days around Christmas. Let me show you how she did it. She was an eBay store seller. So on LinkedIn, there are 3,000 people that have eBay stores. eBay sellers. 8,600. 11,600 people. So she reached out to a bunch of them, start a conversation. It's easy to talk to people that share similar experiences. So she'd reach out to people and say, hey, you know, I've had my eBay store for 7 years. How long have you had yours? People write back right away. How's business? People would tell her, and then they'd come back and ask her how her business was. And her answer was, I found something that was easier to do, that frankly paid better. So I haven't been working my eBay store for the last 3 years. Everybody wanted to know what it was. 10 days, 13 people. Connecting with people is part of the process. Now, you go over to your network, and this is for people that are already on LinkedIn. I'm running out of time. So you go over here, and this, by the way, is a new feature called catch up. Go over to your network. So right now I've got 11,000 people I'm connected to. Now, my first level is supposed to be 11,000, but they're saying 9,700. So these are the people that are my direct connection. Now, my direct connection, 9,700 people, they've all got connections. They're my second level. That they connect me to 1,580,000. People on my second level all have connections. Their connections are on my third level. Now you have access to all of these, which is 1,050,000,000 people connected to pretty much everybody. Now, if we were to go back to our first level, there are going to be people that we've never talked to. LinkedIn has a new feature that's going to make it easier. You go over here to your network. And this is catch up. So here you can see who's changed jobs, who's hiring, who's having a birthday, who's having a work anniversary, who's doing something with school. Let's go to the birthdays, because that's probably one of my most popular strategies. Mike Whitaker is one of my students. And it's kind of interesting. So if I come down here, now these are people that are having a birthday. And if we bring up Gerald Van Erksa was a Manatech presidential. If we bring up his profile here, Whoops. So I've been connected to him since 2017. It's his birthday. So if I wanted to wish him a happy birthday, I could. But first, what I really need to do is I really need to see how active he is. Because if he's not active, he hasn't posted anything, hasn't done anything. So reaching out to him would be a total waste of your time. Now, most people don't realize it, but they're invisible. Your profile only helps you if people can see the details. So you have to adjust your profile settings so people can see who you are. A visible profile can help you build your business faster, and it'll enable you to connect to more people than you know today. And it'll position you to be perceived as an expert in your niche market. And it'll enable you to talk to perfect prospects everywhere in the world you want to do your business. A great profile helps you stand out from the crowd, attract your target audience, and make you irresistible to your ideal prospect. Now, you can go to my website, maxsteingart.com. I'm going to put that in the chat. I'm putting two things in the chat. I'm putting one, my link, so you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. And the second, you can go to maxsteingart.com and download the Universal Profile Checklist. Now, one of my social networking tools is the Universal Profile Guide, and I've got a new one coming out in July. It'll enable you to attract the cream of the crop of perfect prospects, regardless of what you do. Not only will it help you build your Melaleuca business, but it'll help you find customers for other things. The 12 steps you take with the Universal Profile Guide will result in 22 actions that will enable you to start conversations with your prospects when they respond to any one of these actions, conversations that result in new enrollments. Universal Profile Guide will help you optimize your profile for maximum visibility, as well as on the search engines, make valuable connections easily and quickly so you can build your business faster, and avoid making the common LinkedIn and Facebook mistakes that act like kryptonite will kill your business. All right, so let me give them to you. There are 6 profile tweaks that will turn your profiles into marketing magnets. We heard from Craig.
Craig, is that you?
Same thing happened to Lane.
Yeah, so I had been just kind of trusting Max and going step by step through the process. And to be honest, I had this little voice in the back of my head that was saying, this isn't going to work. What are you thinking? But I decided to trust and move forward with the process anyway. And then all of a sudden, just with this profile that you're seeing now, one of my friends that I used to be in another network marketing company with, first of all, he sent me a message, a LinkedIn message, and I guess I didn't see it quick enough. He was so excited to talk to me that he actually picked up the phone within a couple hours later. And he said, "What are you doing, Lane? What are you doing?" And then we had a we had a conversation, and I said, "Yeah, I'm with this new company." And next thing you know, within 24 hours, he's now on my team.
Now, so we got new directions: maximum profile visibility, increased engagement, immediate results. 10 LinkedIn actions, 12 Facebook actions. You are special and different from everyone. I call this your social network DNA. It separates you from everybody else. Everyone's profile is unique. And when you say the right things to the right people, you will close more sales and build your business faster. So let me just say this, you can't fail. With unlimited prospects to talk to on LinkedIn with continual practice, you simply can't fail. The content of your profile and your daily activity positions you to be perceived as an expert and an influencer by everyone that sees it. The secret to connecting with perfect prospects and converting them to new business partners and customers has to do with only three things. One, the relationship you create with your profile. Two, the influence you generate with your activity and your posts. And three, the conversations you have with your prospects when you follow my scripts. Again, I love stories. Carol Pierce was building a USANA business. USANA is not a social media friendly company. She was with the company for 15 years. She went through 2 boot camps. She loved the concept. And so she started working with me one-on-one. She was a phenomenal conversationalist. And we went through a round of coaching. She was good, but she didn't have any online tools. Her upline was anti-social media, felt the best way to do it, get them on the phone, call them. So she kept watching all of these Melaleuca people in boot camp sharing their success stories. And so finally she came to me. She says, Max, maybe I should be in a different company. I don't push one company over another as much as I love Melaleuca. And anyway, so she came to me and she said, listen, who can I talk to in Melaleuca? So I introduced her to Eddie Bestoso. And she jumped into Melaleuca in June. And she gave 10 presentations. She went back to people she'd been talking to before because she was having great conversations, but she didn't have good online tools. And the people she brought into the business were not able to duplicate. So she went back to a number of her prospects. She says, Max, I made 10 presentations, enrolled 8 customers in 6 days. Ended up having the best month in June I've had in 15 years of my business. I advanced. She made director the first month. Actually, she made director in 8 days, in 6 days. Changed my life, and I'm having fun. Put this to work for you. It will change your life. Next month, thanks to you, my business is taking off like a rocket. My team's on fire and duplicating. Over the last 2 months, we've had over 23 customers. I reached the first rank of director in the last 6 days of my first month, enrolled 8 customers, 10 presentations. Second month, I ranked advanced to director 2, and I had 1 team member advance to director. This month, the average is 1 new customer daily. It's so much fun, it's hard to stop talking to people. Everything you teach works. Thank you so much for all your help. Her life has changed. Yours is about to change. And then month 3. Thanks to working with you in your coaching program, I advance a rank of my business every month for the last 3 months. I'm now director 3, having incredible fun. Again, you're all heading down the exact same road. Now, when it comes to searching for people on LinkedIn, LinkedIn searching features are now radically different. When we do a search, when we bring up 52 million salespeople, that's the pool. We're all fishing in the same pool. But the people that come up are going to come up in a different sequence depending on what's on their profile. Typically, I'm in Florida, so my search results, the people from Florida come up. If you're in Chicago, people in Chicago are going to come up. You can search for people by country, by state, or city, or you can search for people distance by postal code. So there are 14 reasons why you need to be on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is better than Facebook to building your business. You can conduct 99% of your business with LinkedIn's phone app. LinkedIn searching and filtering features are the best on the internet. LinkedIn makes connecting with perfect prospects easier and faster. LinkedIn's live chat enables you to contact your prospects directly with a text. You get immediate responses to your texts from your prospects. LinkedIn enables you to make, post, or share videos to impress your target audience. You can see if your prospect is logged in or the last time they were logged in. You can see when your prospect is reading your message or typing their answer. You can get around their limits of talking to people that you don't know. And you can connect with strangers even when you don't know their email address. And you could use it without paying for it. LinkedIn has added many new video features, and of course, they've got their built-in live Zoom feature. Now, so you got 1,060 million professionals. LinkedIn turned 21 years old this year. Millions of professionals are now rushing to join. 4 new members join every second. That means every week, 2.4 million people join. 10.8 million members join every month. In July, they will have grown to 1,070 million professional users. LinkedIn is Facebook for professionals. So look at the countries that populate LinkedIn. Now, people between the ages of 25 to 34 account for 59% of LinkedIn's user base. They're getting younger. Over 58.4 million companies are registered. Over 129,000 schools are registered. You got 39,000 different skills are listed. This is a new feature of LinkedIn that has been incredible. You got 140 million people with the open to work frame around their profile. So you can now search for people by their profession: nurses, doctors, chiropractors, teachers, store managers, by their military experience. This is something, when it comes to the Patriot Shopping Club, that you're absolutely going to love. Skills: sales training, recruiting, team building, leadership. The companies that they work for, their location, their activity. Search for people by the schools they attended or when they created their profile. How many people created their profile in the last 24 hours? And their desire or urgency to find new ways to generate income. Your success on LinkedIn is going to depend on a number of features. Optimizing your profile so it can be found in everyone's search results. Adjusting your profile settings so people can see all the important details. Understanding the dynamic use of LinkedIn and how people communicate. Positioning yourself as an authority within your niche market. Creating effective lead generation methods that turn prospects to business builders. This is what we cover in all of my boot camps. Influencing your audience with effective posting. Efficiently qualifying your prospects to increase your closing rates. Now, prospecting on LinkedIn has just been redefined. They've made many new contacting rules. Now they're offering people the opportunity to verify the profile. There's over 1 million bogus profiles that are being added every month. So people used to be able to do 300 profile searches a month and send 300 character messages to everyone for free. They now limit people using their free service to 5 searches a month and reduce the size of the messages to 200 characters. Bottom line, you could use it for free, but if you really want to turn it on, you're going to pay for it. It's not expensive, and the truth is, if you could be adding 2 or 3 people a week to your business, you don't mind. Let me come back over here. All right. So we talked about businesses. Last year, Bed Bath & Beyond went bankrupt. They closed their last store at the end of July. So you go over here and you could find people that work for Bed Bath & Beyond. They got 58,000 people. We want to be selective. So let's look for people that have large circles of influence, like a store manager. All right, so you got 8,500 store manager. Let's look at the first one, store manager. So she was a store manager in Boynton Beach, Florida. She worked for this company for 24 4 years and 9 months. Last day of employment, July last year. We have dozens of case studies of Melaleuca people who bring people like this into the business. Now they want you to upgrade from their free membership to one of their paid services that can range from $30 a month to $180. LinkedIn is Facebook for professionals. Their new searching features are Premium, Sales Navigator, Recruiter Lite, Recruiter. Celebrations was introduced last year. And just in the last 3 weeks, it was replaced with Ketchup. Major economic forces, including stores closing, are driving professionals on LinkedIn to be searching for new opportunities. You got 140 million professionals with the open to work frame. LinkedIn's going to make it easier to find the best prospects. Now, again, I didn't get a chance to get in it, but this as an online tool is going to be incredibly powerful. So with Bed Bath & Beyond, did the search. Now, you can search for people that are retired. There was an article in the news a couple of months ago that 1 out of 8 retired people are now looking for work. Well, there's 7,970,000 retired people. Now, again, I kind of went overboard with this from the standpoint of the Patriot Shopping Club. May was Military Appreciation Month. So you have different holidays: Silver Star Banner Day, Military Spouse Appreciation Day. Posting and acknowledging these holidays generates activity. Clyde Rush posted on Friday of the Memorial Day weekend. Says, last week, after making a simple post like you told me, I had 55 responses to start with and enrolled 5 people in 1 day. 2 of them are going to build a business. The number of responses has now grown to over 105. If I knew what you taught me when I first started my business 2 years ago, I'd be a corporate director today. So the holiday scripts that we have, which enable you to acknowledge a holiday, creates likes, comments, and shares, creates opportunities to talk about the business. You engage people that react and respond. Now, August 4th is the Coast Guard's birthday. September 2nd is Labor Day. November 11th is Veterans Day. These are all holidays that naturally attract patriots. So when it comes to Patriot Club, another thing that you can do, dozens of ways to connect with perfect prospects. U.S. Army vets, there's 76,000 people. U.S. Army retired, 67,000. U.S. Navy vet, 28,000. U.S. Navy retired, 42,000. U.S. Air Force, Marine Corps, Coast Guard. You can search for current members of the military transitioning out of the service. That's the big one. Years ago, I had a student who was in the Army, and he was in Amway. He was a sergeant. And when his recruits were going back, their service was over, they're going back to the United States, he set them up in an Amway business. 3 years he was an Amway Diamond while he was in the military. There are dozens of ways to connect with perfect prospects. Now, the fast way to become a top earner, talk to the people that you know that have large circles of influence and bring them into your business, and then help them bring in their friends. A faster way to become a top earner, talk to professionals that you know that have large circles of influence, bring them into your business, and help them bring in their friends. But the fastest way to become a top earner is to talk to professionals that you want to know that have large circles of influence, bring them into your business, and help them bring in their friends. And so we have a whole series of strategies that I documented in my whales book, How Network Marketers Catch Whales. So this would be an outsider whale. I have no experience with network marketing. The fastest, easiest way to become a top earner, talk to network marketing professionals that have large circles of influence, bring them into your business, help them bring in their leaders and team members who are already trained, insider whales. So who are the best professional whales? Experienced network marketers, experienced affiliate marketers, experienced internet marketers, authority figures, insurance agency owners, professional athletes, celebrities, corporate executives, business owners, authors, coaches, podcasters. And you can actually go on LinkedIn and search for people in those categories. The more you have in common with these people, the better you're going to do. But you don't have to have things in common. 1 billion, 60 million professionals. Look at these numbers. Open to work, 140,000. Open, 2,470,000. Looking, 9,380,000. Looking for opportunities, 2,080,000. Looking for an opportunity, 1.3. These numbers change all the time. Seeking an opportunity, 5 million. Look at these numbers. We have to filter these down by what they do. So here are 10 professionals with the highest burnout rates. Doctors are number 1. Look at these numbers. Just picture this candy bowl. Nurses are number 2. Social workers are number 3. Teachers are number 4. School principals are number 5. Attorneys are number 6. Police officers are number 7. I'm surprised that it's not higher with so many people, policemen leaving law enforcement. Public accountants, fast food employees. A lot of restaurants are closing in California. They're going out of business. Retail sales. And then coaches and other keywords. Now you're going to enroll more reps with these proven action posts and texting scripts. Change your picture. Wish someone a happy birthday. Wish someone a happy anniversary, or change your profile. Give yourself a birthday. Give yourself an anniversary. A holiday wish or an unofficial holiday wish. Post motivational posters, personal development posts, or funny jokes. And notice they all move. Posting GIFs, posting moving images. And let me do this. Let me pull up here. I have a special promotion. It's my Endless Free Leads home study course, plus participation in my July boot camp. And because you're working with Jim, there's a 50% discount. And there's a 2 payment option. Now, When people react and respond to your posts, you send a text message and we start conversations. Posting GIFs, moving images will get you better results. People respond to you faster. When they like something, boom, you start a conversation. Likes, comments, and shares become leads, leads become prospects, and prospects become business builders or customers. So you start talking to the people who respond to any of your actions, and reach out to people and start talking to them based on their actions. You develop solid, genuine relationships quickly with effective engagement and conversation. Now, it takes 90 minutes for the average person to respond to an email, but it only takes 90 seconds for the average person to respond to a text message. Response rates increase dramatically when you use my scripts and my secret sauce, which is a gift. 99% of your prospecting and recruiting and business building activity can now be done on your mobile phone with a LinkedIn and a Facebook phone app. So adding animated content to your text message is producing immediate results, and it's a way to impress your connections and showcase your social networking expertise. A GIF, a moving image, draws extra attention to your message, so people are much more likely to notice it and answer it faster. GIFs are my secret sauce. Wishing someone a happy birthday, Father's Day. The frequent use of GIFs in your messages makes you stand out from the crowd of other people that your prospects are talking to. They can make someone smile, change their mood, and make them respond to you faster. The ripple effects of your posts can start conversations that result in sales. The happy birthday, happy anniversary, or happy holiday are my most popular actions. So there are new texting tactics that produce all kinds of great results. I'm going to skip some of these. Matthew is, I got a new sign up last week. He's building a Melaleuca business. When my birthday notification went out, which I had changed per your advice, one of my connections wished me well. I picked up our previous conversation from a year ago and asked him if he wanted to see my offer and win. It's in the business. Change your birthday. Okay, go on Facebook, change your birthday. Make it a week out. I have my second birthday for the year, my authentic one. The birthday strategy is genius. I'm gonna, Jacqueline, I'm having great success with the birthday strategy. I had 200 new people who reached out to me and wished me a happy birthday on the 28th. Started a conversation with most of them. I got 28 people looking at my business. And then a few months later, over the last few months, my business has exploded. I'm enrolling more people than ever, and the new people I'm working with are experiencing amazing success a few days after they start. It's amazing. I'm going to skip some of these. The anniversary. I mean, there are all kinds of ways to start conversations with people. Crazy holidays. Again, it all comes down to people reacting to what you do. So June 16th was Father's Day. The number one way to create engagement is posting. And when you know who's in your target market, they're easy to find and connect with. Knowing your target audience and understanding who you want to talk to is going to determine who you're searching for, how you'll engage them, and increase the number of people that you talk to. Knowing in advance that someone's a perfect prospect for what you're selling. Developing a relationship with them before you talk about your business will result in more sales. Now, let me, on if you go to my website, On Sunday night, I have a special broadcast at 9 o'clock where we're going to be diving into all the latest changes that have taken place. So let me give you again a link to connect with me. A link to the checklist. So if we go here, now, go to maxsteingart.com/combo. You can pick up endless free leads plus a seat in the July boot camp, which starts on the 11th. And when you use the promo code half off, it'll drop the price. Now, I am really excited about chatbot that we're going to be releasing in July. What you're going to be able to do is ask questions. For all of my scripts, everything that I've ever written or talked about in 17 years has been fed into this chatbot. LinkedIn, on the other hand, their artificial intelligence is awful. So here's somebody that wants to connect with me. They're constantly putting people in front of me. So if I accept this person, now I go to send her a message. All right, so they're saying, it's great connecting with you. How have you been? You don't ask somebody that you don't even know. How have you been is disingenuous. So their AI, cold messages can be hard, but I can help you write a draft. What would you like to do? Introduce yourself. I hope your week is going well. I'm Max, and I came across your profile and discovered that we're connected with Dan. She reached out to me. Their scripts don't work. They're pathetic. You're not going to find better scripts. In boot camp, now this is the June boot camp that we just finished. You always get the recorded sessions for the previous boot camp. So when you register for the July boot camp, you're going to get the recorded sessions of the June boot camp so you can start right away. Create, connect, communicate, close, and the daily routine of a top earner. They're still loading these things up. You got the profile guide, and you got the scripts book. Every day, you can go to my website and register for, I do free webinars. Monday through Saturday. Tomorrow I've got a webinar at 11:30. And I've got one at 1 o'clock. Feel free to jump on. I'm here to help you. Now, for those of you that want to get a little action, okay, change your picture on Facebook. And what happens is people are going to see it and they're going to like it. Some of these people are going to be people that maybe you haven't talked to in a while. So when someone likes the picture, you go back and you say, Betty, glad you like the picture. You know, it's been a while since we talked. What's new? How are you? 80% of the time, you ask somebody what they do, they come back and ask you what you do. Your response is going to be, you tell them how you are. You know, things are good. Thankfully, my internet business is taken off, so I don't have to deal with the crazy financial headaches that most people have. And they're going to want to know, what's the internet business? It works like a charm. It's a lot more detailed than that, but that kind of gives you an idea of how it works. People are having almost immediate results. Now, I didn't get a chance to get into some of the other stuff. But if there's anybody that wants me to take a look at, to try to find you on LinkedIn, just put it in the chat. You would be amazed if I started to look for you, how many of you are invisible? See, Rebecca raised her hand. Okay, and I think since we're connected, this is probably Rebecca. Now notice you can see that green dot. I can see a couple of things. Now, let's take a look at this. So Rebecca, you've been a nurse for 19 years. Easy. See how many nurses are on LinkedIn. Got 5,730,000. Let's see how many nurses are looking for an opportunity. 15,000. And now notice that Andre has 22,000 followers. And what that says to me, Andre, is your settings are off, because I shouldn't see that. In other words, we're connected. But if we were not connected, you would not have a connect button, you'd have a follow button. Okay? Now again, okay, let me clarify something here. You all are not the only people in Melaleuca that are trying to build your business on LinkedIn, okay? I could bring up 100 examples of Melaleuca reps that are throwing up on people, that are virtually attacking the very people that you're going to want to talk to. What am I saying? Promote yourself, not your Melaleuca business. When you reach out to people that are looking for something, okay? You're looking for something. And they see that you're in Melaleuca. Oh no, you're one of those people. Okay. Matt, this looks good. I mean, it really does. And that's not him? Well, he's saying it is him. Let me unmute him.
Hello?
Yeah. So Matt, that is you?
Yeah, with the baseball hat on. Yeah, that's me.
Okay. So, well, you know, you're sitting on a gold mine, because there are, see how many chiropractors. Actually, you have other chiropractors that you can talk to.
There are quite a few, and I would love to figure out exactly how to connect with them because I know there's a lot of burnout in the profession.
Oh, for sure. For sure. But let me just give you not only would other chiropractors be interested in talking to you, but there are people that work with chiropractors,
Mm-hmm.
massage therapists, okay,
Yeah.
that would probably be more anxious to talk to you, because to a massage therapist, a chiropractor's got.
Right.
Okay, so you have more credibility, more social power with a fitness instructor, with a massage therapist, than another chiropractor. Now, granted, one way to do it is to talk to other chiropractors. I think in Isogenics, I helped 14 chiropractors become $1 million earners. So, and you're easier. I mean, it's easier for you because it doesn't cost as much.
Right, right.
To get into the business. When COVID was rampant in 2019, my boot camps were filled with Melaleuca people. And I mean, people were rank advanced. In fact, I think that was when Carol did it. I mean, people were locked out of their jobs. They couldn't go to work. And there was one restaurant owner in Southern California. Restaurant had been in business for 50 years. She literally put, I think, 17 people, her employees, she put them all in Melaleuca because she wanted them to be able to make money until they could open up the restaurant again. So again, it all comes down to relationships, the relationship that you create with the person on the other end.
Right.
So what level are you in?
The interesting thing with Melaleuca is I've been a director too, because I've never been able to find someone to build the business and help them duplicate.
Well, you were in a boot camp.
A while ago, yeah, we had gone through a boot camp with you before, Max, and yeah, and I just, for whatever reason, that I wasn't having success personally, but I'm here still.
Well, look, and again, I can say things in this environment that I can't say in a public setting.
Right.
Okay. But you guys got the best, you've got the best deal in town. And then talking to Ken the other day, it's taken Frank a while to get to where he is from the standpoint of giving all of you the tools,
Right.
that you need. It was inevitable. A few years ago, I was working with Eddie Bestoso, and he wanted me to coach his daughter. And I told him, I said, I'll agree to do it if you will participate in the first 2 sessions, because I wanted him to see LinkedIn. Well, right after the first session, and he saw the people that are out there, he took some steps. He put together his, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, go green system.
Right. He actually, paid me to work with it. I can't remember the guy's name that put it together. I will say that the company has scripts that are designed to get customers. My scripts are designed to get business builders.
That's exactly what I need.
Okay. And I've heard this from a lot of my coaching students that would come back and say, hey, we like your scripts better. Hey, use what works for you. See, the power that you all have, you're dealing with a market of people that have a negative attitude about network marketing. Why? Because for 50, 60, 70 years, everybody that comes into the business is taught, well, you got to go through 100 no's to get a yes, make a list, call your friends. People don't want to call their friends. And if you've been in more than one network marketing company, you don't have friends.
Right.
You're in what they call the NFL club.
No friends left.
Exactly. So now, thanks to social networks, you all can reach out to people that are not your friends. But what's become clear is you start doing some things on Facebook that are different, LinkedIn too. And the emphasis is not on Melaleuca, it's on you. It's on what you're doing. You're putting things, you start quoting Aristotle, you start quoting Plato, you start quoting influencers, and people look at that and they go, wow, you got to be pretty smart to be putting this stuff out. That's where the whole term influencer came from.
Sure.
Okay. So now you start putting things out there that the people you're connected to appreciate. Then they start looking forward to it, because what are they doing with this? They're taking what you're giving to them and they're sharing it with their networks. And
Right.
they begin to look for it. In fact, you miss a couple of days and you'll get a message. Hey, you okay? I haven't seen your messages. At the end of the day, it comes down to one thing: conversation. And unfortunately, and that's one of the reasons why you want to take and strip anything that has to do with Melaleuca off your profile. We have a case study where one of my coaching students had developed a great relationship with someone. She had a need. The woman had owned a store. She'd been a store manager, worked for this company for 15 years, and the store closed. So she moved. She moved to a small town. Unfortunately, they didn't have a store, any retail stores. So she's struggling, looking for work. So we get to the point where now the friendship is developed. Didn't take long. Now we're setting up a time to talk about the business. And we said, I'm working with a company called Melaleuca. And the person comes back and says, oh, I just had a presentation like 3 weeks ago. And, thanks, but it's not for me. And my coaching student was like devastated. Well, what ended up happening was we wrote back to the person. We said, and she said, it's not for me because I don't know anybody in this area that I can promote it to. So we wrote back to the person and we said, your answer told me an awful lot. And it sounds to me that whoever presented the Melaleuca opportunity to you was using the old school methods reserved for reaching out and talking to your friends and your family. And that's not how you build it. And so there's a better way to do it. There's a faster way to do it. Would you be open to looking at, and in fact, what we said was, if somebody had told me, if the person that talked to you about Melaleuca had showed it to me the same way, I wouldn't have gotten into business. There's another way to do it where you don't have to chase your family. You don't have to chase your friends. You don't have to buy leads or any of this other stuff. You could literally do it virtually over the internet in a manner that's fun. Would you like to take a look at it from a totally different perspective? Well, the person came back because they already established a relationship, said, I'd love to. Because she didn't have a whole lot of options. She ends up signing up into Melaleuca.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, but these are the kinds of things. It's not about you selling. It's about you looking for opportunities to sell. And unfortunately, you're going to run into people on LinkedIn, especially if they got that open to work frame. Okay, there's somebody in your company who is, I mean, he's awful. I mean, literally right out of the box.
No, I know what you're talking about there, Max, for sure.
Yeah, and so if you don't get to people before he does, as soon as they see Melaleuca on your profile, they're going, you're one of those people.
Right.
Their perception, when you're talking to someone about the business, they're thinking three things. One, they're thinking, is this real? Is this legit? Two, can they do it? And three, are you going to help them? Okay. And so as you're talking to people, the scripts, really haven't changed. we've got new strategies, you know, there's new tools, but they haven't changed, you know, in years, because you're always talking to people. But there's no reason why I suggest, jump back into boot camp, because there's no reason why if you've got 1 or 2 hours a day where you can't be rank advancing one level every month. In fact, there's a chiropractor that I didn't get to her. I started working with her in November,
Mhm.
and by December, she and her family all had COVID. She has 3 kids. But by March, she was a director 6.
And that's awesome. I mean, that's my big struggle is finding leaders that want to duplicate the business. I've enrolled customers for years and years and years and years and years. I've just never successfully duplicated building directors.
Okay, well, yeah, again, it's all about the way you talk to people and the way you show people the business. Okay,
Sure.
and what I found is, and the company has great tools. Okay, I mean, really great tools, but they're all pretty much designed for customer acquisition. What you want to do is you want to have a conversation with somebody that's looking to build a business. You have that conversation before you get into work, talking about the business.
Yeah.
You using the tools that Melaleuca gives you. So you want to help them see the big picture. In other words, when you're talking to somebody and you're looking for a business builder,
Mhm.
you want to be talking to him right from day one. You're looking for somebody that wants to shake it up, wants to get to senior director by New Year's Eve.
Absolutely.
Well, that's the conversation you need to be having with these people before you show them your Melaleuca tools. Okay? What if when somebody makes it into Melaleuca and they go to senior director, what do they make? How much they can make? 40, 50, $60,000?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's I think the average is
Yeah,
like 60.
So if you're looking for a business builder, you need to be talking to people, but you have to be talking to the right people. Okay? You can't talk to someone that's a stay-at-home housewife that doesn't have any kind of a network. But if you're talking to chiropractors, you want to find a chiropractor that wants to make senior director by New Year's Eve, or how about by Thanksgiving?
Right. No.
It's the language that you use with people.
And would your boot camp that you're getting ready to start up be a good thing for me to get involved in?
Sure.
Yeah.
Right now my coaching schedule is full.
Sure.
Or I'd be talking to you about that, but yeah, jump into boot camp, and this is for all of you. Okay, you don't have to be outrageously successful. And for example, I use that example of Jim and the school principals. Okay, there's nothing to stop you from reaching out to a school principal that says he's looking for an opportunity. In fact, if we did that, school principal is looking for an opportunity. You got 708. Okay, now you're a chiropractor.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so as a professional, your profession, would carry some weight with a school principal, but you could be a stay-at-home mom. Okay, and the strategy, is because you're all working with Jim. A good friend of mine, used to be a school, a good friend that I work with today used to be a school principal. Let's connect. And you're basically using Jim's story. You know, before you achieve any great level of success where you can share your own story, you borrow the success stories of other people. You're all building the same business. You know, Jim's been at it longer.
Right.
Okay. So, you know, hey, listen, one of the, he, you know, he's a leader in our company, used to be a school principal. And you could basically you could do the same thing. You could be talking to Amway people, uh, probably not diamonds, you know, you go a little lower,
Right.
but you know, the bottom line and the nature of the story would be one of my good friends, you know, used to be with Amway. And he was in Emerald on his way to Diamond when he lost a big team because of your breakaway compensation plan. And a lot of times people don't know they have a breakaway compensation. What is that? You mean that I could lose a part? Yeah, that's why Jim came over to our company. It's all about credibility, it's all about language, and it's all about positioning. Okay. And these are things that you see once you learn it and once you get into it and you start doing it, you're going to say the same things over and over and over. That's why I'm really excited about this chatbot because we're going to give you the language. You know, you're going to be able to type it in, you know, what to say, and you know, there's 3 AI chat bots that are out there right now that are being heavily promoted to network marketers. And I've looked at all of them. And the problem with every one of them is they're using old school network marketing language.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think AI is going to be a huge, powerful tool for network marketing. I mean, it is.
Well, again, but you see, you have to say things. What you say has to be relevant, has to be appreciated by the person you're talking to. You know, you use LinkedIn's AI. You know, you're making hey, you know, I see we're both connected to so and so. Well, you probably don't know that person, and they probably don't know the person either.
Right.
So it's you've got to be genuine. It's not hard. You just have to. That's what we're gonna help you do in boot camp. And then it's practice. It's like learning to dance. The more you do it, the better you get at it. You begin to see the repetitiveness of the conversation of how you talk to people. I have a kid that signed up 33 people. Actually, the first 2, he signed up 12 people in 2 weeks. And he was spending 5 or 6 hours training them. And then I said, you know, you have to, you can't train them one by one. If you're having that kind of results, you need to start training in groups, and that'll help. And then I get a message from him in the last 3 weeks. He signed up 21 people, has a 90% closing rate.
That's awesome.
But it's not, it's simple. You talk to people and you're taking them through a process of understanding. And as long as you're getting the answers that you're looking for, as long as you feel like there's potential here, you keep going. As soon as something comes up that is a little iffy, is a little shaky, you stop. Okay? And you don't, and you stop talking to them because you've got 50 or 60 other people. How many people can you talk to in a day? So you let people fall by the wayside and you work with the people that are the cream of the crop. And, you know, that's how he does it. And the other thing you got to remember is that example I gave you earlier, you know, the conversation started in November. The guy, I mean, there were 3 months when there was no communication between the two other than posts sharing posts. You know, that we'd send them a post, or we'd post something, they'd send thumbs up. Okay, and then the guy comes back and says, you know, another objection, we addressed it. And then for the, you signed up, it's a case study that you'll get in boot camp.
Right.
You know, it's the power that all of you have is you have unlimited access to people. Your profile positions you to be immediately liked, to be immediately respected by everybody that you talk to. And the truth is that the people that are struggling, the people that are looking for a financial solution, you've got the solution for them.
I agree.
Okay, and they don't have to spend $1,000 to get in the business.
No, not at all.
Right. So it's a low entry. And again, you've got great tools, but the tools are geared towards, you know, the whole thing about your custom, you know, telling people about the products, and you got to paint the big picture before you show them the company and the rest of the business. And you will absolutely be amazed as how that works. So yeah.
Thank you, Max, for talking to me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm well, we took a little bit longer than
Sorry about that, everyone.
no, that's okay. You know, get on, you know, I do, I mean, every day I'm doing live trainings, you know, 9:30 every morning on the East Coast, 4 o'clock, you know, jump on some of those and you know, watch, you know, you learn something on all of them.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's this. You guys have a great story. You got a great company. I mean, you've been in business, what, 38 years? You know, you have a high reorder rate.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so those are other things that when you put them all together for a professional, that again, we got to be talking to them right out of the gate. I mean, right out of the gate. Now, Jim will talk to anybody. So will Ken. Listen, you know, everybody's got to start. You can start. You know, you tell because it works. You know, you get the products out there. People tell people. You know, that stuff works. Okay, but if you want to go fast, you got to be talking to people that want to go to senior director.
And I think that's where I struggle, is finding people that want to go, because I haven't been able to connect with them effectively.
Well, again, that comes up in the conversation, and it also comes up when you look at their profile and you look at their work history. You can see the people that are ambitious. You could see somebody that, let's say, had a business for a number of years and then it abruptly changed. Now they're working for somebody else. Well,
Right.
what happened? Well, it could have been a divorce. It could have, you know, all different numbers of things. Or somebody is working at a store manager, was a store manager for 8 years. Now they're a sales associate in a retail store, making less money. What happened? Another group of great prospects are recruiters. But when we start looking for recruiters, you know, the average recruiter, you know, she's just looking to place people in jobs. You're looking for a recruiter that also has training experience, team building experience. And if you look at the average recruiter on LinkedIn, you know, they work 2 years in one place, then they go someplace else, 2 years or less. A lot of these recruiters, you know, work someplace for 6 or 8 months, then another job.
Right.
What happened? Well, you know, they were hired to fill a staff. They did it. Bye. So again, it's all about language, because recruiters every day, any recruiter worth their salt is getting slammed by network marketers pitching their deal And a person's perception of the business is based on what happens to them. So if every day I'm getting these overt presentations, and it's the same thing. It's the same thing for people who go to a meeting. They go to a meeting, and what happens? They get the pitch, and so again, we have a great case study where somebody who is working in a retail environment, training, being well paid to do it, and he had a negative perception about network marketing because of his experience being invited to meetings, being pitched on tell your friends, blah, 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 blah. No. And once, I mean, when you read it, you know, you'll see that's old school.
Right.
That's old school. Now, you know, Frank has given you, from what I could see, and I can't wait to get in from what I can see, I mean, it's really going to be powerful. It's going to make it easier for you to show the company, okay, the great products you have and how you could run a business on your phone. The exception is going to be, you know, lead with that. You know, you find somebody that wants to go big.
Right.
And then you talk to them about the business. And of course, the other thing is, so they can see the tool that everybody gets to use. So it makes it easier for him to train people because now we've got a phenomenal tool. But you're looking for somebody that wants to run with you. And again, at the end of the day, the people are there. They're out there. They're available for you to talk to. So you got to be talking to the right people, and you just have to build up a reservoir of people. And I remember when I was building the network marketing business, I signed up 4 days in a row, right after Christmas, 5 people every day. I did 20. When I went back and looked at where those 20 people came from, only out of 20 people, 14 of them were people I've been talking to all year. There are only 6 people that I initially connected with in December. So you are building. I use the example, every prospect is a seed that you're planting in a garden. And when the seed is ready, you know, when they're ready, excuse me, when they're ready, you're ready for them. So listen, I you know, Ken, I'd love to, you know, again, listen, I love your company, okay? And the reason that I love it is because it's a real deal and it offers a true opportunity for people that are willing to roll up their sleeves and go to work. Because there are a lot of companies out there that are just shell games. And so anything that I can do, you know, we can do another one of these, and you know, I'll do them as often as you want. Anyway, we started at 9 o'clock. It's 11. It's a long time. Anyway, I want to wish all of you best luck. Check the chat. I hope to see all of you. I hope to see all of you in boot camp because I'd love. The goal for all of you should be one level. In other words, if you're a director 2, in July you want to be a director 3. if you're a director 4 or 5, you want to be, you just want rank advance once a month. Boom. But with the goal in mind that you want to go to senior director. Because God knows, you've got plenty of people to talk to. So that being said, I wish all of you the best of luck in building your business, and we'll talk again.
Thank you, Max.
You're welcome.